These two siblings hunt down a powerful witch to save kidnapped kids from a town. They kill the witches using their weapons and other means. The movie starts and we see a man taking his two kids, Hansel and Gretel, to the forest. He leaves them there as the children move around. They see a candy house and eat the candy. They enter the house and a witch holds them captive. She makes Gretel a maid and locks Hansel to eat him later. The time comes for Hansel to be eaten. Gretel unlocks her chains and threatens the witch. The witch uses her magic on Gretel, but it doesn't work on her. She stabs the witch and goes to save her brother. Hansel hits the witch with a shovel, sending her into the burning furnace. The duo heats up the fire and the witch is burned. Years later, we see Gretel pointing a gun at the sheriff of a town for wrongly accusing a lady named Mina of witchcraft. The sheriff tries to harm Gretel, but she headbutts him, breaking his nose. Children in the village have been captured by the witches and the siblings have been hired by the mayor to save the children and kill the witches. Their first investigation starts with creepy house. Gretel attacks the witch from the front door. She shoots arrows at the witch and the witch escapes outside. The witch meets Hansel as he shoots her. The witch shoots her magic at Hansel and it doesn't work on him. The siblings fight the witch together as they are overpowered. Hansel slams the witch to the ground whilst Gretel shoots an arrow to the witch's leg. They hang the witch upside down and Hansel knocks her out. We see the sheriff paying trackers to find the children in the night. The trackers are approached by a beautiful lady. They talk to her as she turns into her witch form. She takes out the brain of one tracker, killing him. She also tears the limbs of another. A kid named Benjamin is seen helping the siblings with the investigation. The last tracker comes into the bar and explodes. We see the witches preparing a kid for sacrifice. They drink the blood of the kid and become temporarily immune to fire. Mina meets Hansel buying children clothes in the market. They talk and we see Mina flirting with Hansel. A witch is seen in the woods. She hears a kid crying and she goes to check. It turns to be a trap set up by the siblings and they point their gun at the witch. The witch hits them and runs away. She throws Gretel to hit her brother Hansel. The witch fights with Hansel and overpowers him. She flies with her stick and Hansel hangs on. He holds a wood and the sudden force throws the witch away. Their guide uses electric on the witch, knocking her out. They take the witch and interrogate her. They realize that the witches are having a ritual during eclipse to make themselves permanently immune to fire. The siblings realize that the witches need a particular kid and Hansel leaves to save the kid. Hansel meets the kid being taken by a troll. A witch stops him as he fights with her. He manages to defeat her by kicking. The witch takes her stick and flies with Hansel hanging from it. The Grand Witch goes to Gretel and attacks her. She hits Gretel away and makes the guide shoot himself. Benjamin sees Gretel and helps her. Hansel is kicked off the stick and he falls to the ground. The following morning, the mayor is seen trying to calm down the victims of the witch attack. The sheriff shoots him, deeming the mayor incompetent. Benjamin cleans up Gretel as she wakes up. She has a chat with Benjamin and goes to look for her brother. Mina calls to Hansel, who is hanging on a tree. He falls to the ground. Mina asks that they wash themselves together and she takes off her clothes. They are seen kissing in the river and they have a romantic moment. Gretel is attacked by the sheriff and his boys. She is beaten and is about to be raped. An ogre named Edward hits the men with a tree. He stomps on the sheriff's head, killing him. Gretel wakes up and Edward gives her water to drink. He leaves and we see Hansel moving into their old house. He goes inside and is attacked by someone. It turns out to be Gretel. And they hug each other. The Grand Witch comes to them saying that she caused the death of their mom, who was a Grand White Witch. She also says that she made their father to be hanged. She says that she needs the heart of Gretel to complete her ritual. She stabs Hansel and takes Gretel away. Hansel wakes up to see Mina helping him. He sees that Mina was a white witch and Mina gives him a potion to make his weapons extra strong. He places Benjamin in the woods and goes into the witch's cavern. He shoots one witch and Mina uses a machine gun to kill the witches. Edward saves Gretel from the Grand Witch and he is thrown away. The eclipse is over and the witches run away. The siblings kill the remaining witches. Hansel fights with a twin-bonded witch and has a hard time. He manages to kill the witch with his sister's help. Gretel goes to meet Edward. She uses the electricity to shock his chest, bringing him back to life. Some of the witches are killed with the tripwire. The Grand Witch dodges it and Benjamin shoots her down. Hansel and Mina see that the Grand Witch had gone into the candy house. The witch takes Ben as hostage as Hansel shoots her through Ben. The witch stabs Mina, killing her. Hansel shoots the witch into the house. He sees Mina die and goes inside. He enters the house and has a hard time. Gretel comes and the duo manage to tie the witch. Hansel punches the witch until he gets tired and dizzy, a condition he got after consuming too much candy from a witch. The witch frees herself and Hansel uses a shovel to attack her. She falls down and Hansel places the shovel on the neck. Gretel steps on it, cutting off the witch's neck. We see the four looking at a witch's house as they prepare to hunt it. Like and subscribe to get more videos like this.